Are you sick and tired of your dog being way too excited and out of control around other dogs and other animals? Well, watch this video to learn how to teach your dog more respect around animals and dogs. We have Bingo being the helper dog today. He's in a drop and stay in the garage while Marley and Helen are walking past our house. Marley has a bit of leash reactivity around other dogs. So Bingo, if he wants to, he's tied up here. He could easily get out of that drop and stay and go over to say g'day to Marley. So it's good training for Bingo. He's got to be in a drop and stay and not leave that spot to just be enough of a distraction to Marley. Now what Marley and Helen need to do is Helen needs to get Marley to just walk on a nice loose leash. Anytime Marley walks past our house with no barking, no reactivity, just focusing on a nice loose walk while Bingo is here being Mr. Distraction. So we can see Marley is doing fairly well. We're teaching your dog how to have respect with other animals. So if they have respect with other animals, they're going to have respect with other dogs, with people, and especially farm animals. They're different: chickens, horses, sheep, and so on. So we did a video with Bingo and Valerie, the thoroughbred, the racehorse that we have over here at the farm. Now we're going to be looking at our chooks. So I'm going to make sure that Bingo doesn't move that spot and doesn't get any closer to the chicken pen. I'm going to open the door, have it wide open, and make sure he doesn't just run in. If he gets off his spot, he'll get a little correction where I press the button on his e-collar, which is the sound. That's it there. And that means that sound only goes off once he's done what he needs to do. We hold it the whole time, and then once he's done something he needs to do, he's doing well, we let go. And then he's like, okay, I'm not meant to do that. All right, just to help you guys understand how the e-collar works and how negative reinforcement works, basically, is we add something annoying to the dog, and the only way to turn off that annoying stimuli is by the dog doing something right. And I want to explain that by your car. So we're sitting in the car and you can hear that beeping in the background. That's the seatbelt alarm. And what that's basically saying is it will not stop beeping until I get my seatbelt and click it into the actual seatbelt holder. And that's a safety thing. The beeping's going off saying your seatbelt isn't on, you're doing something wrong. When you do the right thing, which is put your seatbelt on, then I'm gonna stop beeping. So it encourages you to do something right because you want to turn off the annoying stimuli. An annoying stimuli, whether it's a sound, a vibration, an electric zap, comes on when you're doing something that you're not meant to be. And then when you're doing the desired behavior or what you're meant to do, then that annoying stimuli, in this case the beeping that my seatbelt isn't on, will turn off. So there's the beeping. I'm gonna do something good now. I click it in and it turns off, right? This is what we do with the e-collar. When the dog's doing something wrong, we press the button making beep, 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 beep sound. As soon as the dog does what we want it to do, we let go. So when I'm doing something bad, the beeping turns on, and when I'm doing something good, the beeping turns off. I've got to remain calm and confident. If I get frustrated or worried or scared, he'll pick up on that energy and he won't respect me and listen to me. So I'll give him. So I have that door wide open and I'm always keeping an eye on him, making sure he doesn't just run in. Wait. And the better he does, we can get him closer and closer to the door without going in. Wait. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, I'll get his collar. We bring him a bit closer. Sit. Wait. Now you know your dog. You know when it's the right time to get him closer. Wait. I'm going to open the door. And I'm not even going to open it wide yet. I'm going to see his reaction. If he starts getting excited, there's no point me to continue opening it. He's doing okay. He's looking up. Maybe if you stand over here, Dad, and then you can actually see his face a little bit more, his expression. He's looking, but if he stops panting, while he's panting, that's good. That means that he's calm. But if your dog's jaw clenches, but if you see him going and focusing, that's when you've got to correct him, because that's when a dog will go for a bite. They will never bite while they're panting. So the panting's actually getting softer because he's getting a little bit more alert. But he's still panting, so I'm gonna allow it. I'm not gonna move from here yet. If you wanna maybe come around here, Dad. I'm not gonna move from this spot just yet until he's calmer. He's looking at Dad while Dad moves around, so that's a good sign. He's not hyper-focused on the chickens, that he's not looking at anything around him. Good boy. And that's enough for today. Good boy. So you teach your dogs respect around other animals. They can't just run up to other animals and play with them and hunt them. They've got to learn respect. And this is, they view you as the pack leader even more with respect. As you can see, Bingo's laying down. He's showing me respect that way as well.
Yeah.
All right, so what we're doing is we're desensitizing Bingo around a big animal like a horse. We got Valerie here, the thoroughbred. So what we're doing is we're making sure that he respects her space. Doesn't get too close. Bingo, hey, come here. Come. Hey, sit. Drop. Bingo, drop. Good boy. Wait. We're using the e-collar to give him corrections from a long distance. When he's doing something wrong, we correct it until he listens. So I'm getting him in a drop or a sit, really. I don't really mind. To be this distance away from Valerie, I come over. I pat Valerie so Bingo can see me patting her. So he knows that there's nothing to be worried about. There's nothing to be, or think to be aggressive or to protect me from the horse. I'm also patting Valerie to make sure that Bingo doesn't have any jealousy issues. I'm allowed to pat other animals and he can't get jealous over it. So before he was running towards the gate wanting to play with Valerie, but we want him to associate calmness with other animals. So we've done this with the chickens before, and now we're doing this with the horse. What I can do when I notice that Bingo, good girl Valerie, good girl. When I notice that Bingo is getting calmer, I can bring him even closer. So, wait. Sit. Drop. Wait. Wait. Now Valerie might not want Bingo to come too much closer. You just heard her do that blowing. So we don't want to overstress her either. Wait. Bingo. Wait. So we get him in a wait. So he is a little bit closer. You're right. You got out of that way. Sit. He wants to be in a bit of shade by the looks of it because it is sunny. Sit down. Okay. Wait. 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 So we're kind of shifting him around different places. Sit down. He wants to get closer, but I'm blocking him and stopping him from getting closer. You've got to learn the boundaries. Wait. So he's about 1.5 meters away from her now. And if he gets up, I stand up, block him again. And just teach him to be calm around Valerie. Good girl, Val. That's okay. I'm standing in front of Valerie, protecting her, blocking. Okay. That's probably enough for today. He's getting a bit excited.